Hey everybody, how we doing today? Alright. Got a little bit of a new setup here, so yep, that's fine. Well, game stopped. Alright, let's restart the game. Sorry for the few minutes delay there, guys. I will explain the issue. I have swapped out the operating system on my computer. I was running Windows 11, which is what I knew, and I have swapped over to the Linux distro. So, still working out all the bugs. Alright. Go. I should resolve that issue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start it there, and then, yep. Okay. All right. Cool deal. We're getting game audio. Mic's coming through. It's looking good. All right. I'm going to set up the lobby now. I'm going to go ahead and get started, guys. Sorry for the delay. Ah, now it's working. Wonderful. Okay. Very good. All right. Well, welcome in. Thank you for joining. So how is everybody this morning? Feels jittery.
At ease.
I've marked some opportunities that may be worth exploring.
Alright, let's see what we got. Well, we've got challenge rating 5 artillery, 2 vaults, sabotage, and cargo raid. Okay, well, I feel like artillery.
Mission destination set.
I'm going to do that.
Jump when you are ready.
Let's take the dart. That works. I do think the game might have just crashed. Yep, that's exactly what happened. I have no idea why it's doing that. Anyway. Omicron's coming in. Omicron's coming in again. It's amazing, no matter how many times I troubleshoot, no matter how many times I do test runs, I'm still gonna run into issues the moment I start to actually stream. I even did several test streams last night. Start on that. Huh. Well. I'm learning to walk all over again. So how y'all doing this morning? Well, morning for me. I don't know what it is for you guys.
Interesting. There are some interesting
All right,
options.
let's try this again.
Very well. Mission data prepared. Get ready and let's head out.
All right. Well, lobby's open. People can join if they so desire. Regardless, let me know. Go ahead and get stuck into it here in just a sec. Okay. Well, fail sticks. Let's try this number. Mm-hmm. I got one more silver dollar. Okay, well, so I got looking on the Twitch for the devs. Looks like, at least on Twitch, as far as I can see, they are going to be doing a stream pretty soon, actually. Let's see, let me pull up that image I sniped. So it looks like December 9th, we should be getting another stream from the devs. Now, I don't know if that's going to be a Q&A like they've done before, or if that's going to be just a specific Twitch stream, but regardless, we'll have to wait and see. But that's something I'm looking forward to. We'll see how that goes. Be curious to see what they got for us.
Mission destination set.
Alright, let's try this again. Alright, we got disruptor lasers, drift phase engine, supply uplink.
What can I do for
Will
you?
come in handy, lance railgun. That should all fit. Alright, let's see. Do we have any decent artifacts?
What in the
Yeah, scrap mechanic, recycler, Legion blueprints. None of that's particularly helpful for that. But what I could do is, I'm going to grab Legion blueprints. I'm going to swap out the pilot cannons, I think.
At ease. Good to see you.
Let's take the rapid pulse. And then maybe run a different setup here. I can barely swim. If I were to run, say, how would I get dual rapid pulse to fit? I could just put them there, I guess, but that would put them both on auxiliary, which I would rather avoid if I help it. However, put one there. That would give me one at all times, and then combine that with the components unit pretty simply. That would probably work. But on that, we'll give it a shot. If I have to swap things out, I can. Alright, cool deal. Okay, well, it's time to check on Jump Space Discord and see what's going on with the servers, because this is unusual. Says they're working. Operational. Well, so maybe we'll get a live stream on the 9th. That would be kind of cool. Well, guys, I think what I'm going to have to do here is do a good old-fashioned reset, and I'll be right back with you. My apologies. Okay. Testing. Are we live now? Yes, we seem to be live. Testing. Are we live now? Yes, we seem to be live. Testing. Are we live? Let's shut that off. Wonderful. Alright, the game is running. We're back. Everything seems okay. That's set up the way it should be. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Well, let's see if it's going to drop us this time. Everything's been reset, so hopefully no. At any rate, yeah, so what I'm trying out is Linux distro. And if it doesn't work, I'll go back to Windows and just be done with it. But trying Casio OS. I will say the game performance has been drastically better in most respects. Like, I went from being at 80 FPS with tons of stutters on Windows 11 to 160 locked FPS with absolutely no stutters. So, would really like it if I could get it to work, but we'll see. Regardless. Part of the problem is, part of the problem I've been running into is that Google does not like it when you're running Linux. And YouTube is Google, so. Alright, well, everything seems a whole lot smoother on my end now. Hopefully that remains true. Let's try this again.
Mission data prepared.
So, I lost out on that artifact, but I would still like to run the rapid pulse cannons, I think, just for kicks. And we'll see what we got here. Squad tactics, resonant amplifier. We'll grab that and that just in case somebody joins. Let's check out the weapon bender. I can barely swim. Alright, we got nothing too interesting. Okay. Away we go. In the words of the title, here we go again. Yes, sir, you're here before green. How's it going, TFTA Universe? Doing alright? Sarah Green, how's it going, guys? Yep. That's not ideal. Hey, Roscoe, how's it going, buddy? Unfortunately, we are running into some technical issues. The game keeps just crashing. I have not run into this issue yet, and frankly, I've been I played a ton last night on a test stream and had no issue, so I don't know. I really don't know what's happening right now. I wish I did. You know, let's test something real quick, actually. Let's do this. Green says he was stuck in a meeting. Yep. That happens. Alright.
What? Oh,
Shield recycler, forceful recycling. I'll grab that.
I've marked some opportunities that may be worth exploring. Calculating jump. Mission primed. We can
Alright,
head out
let's immediately launch and see what happens. And I guess you guys deserve to see the game. There we go. Should solve that issue. The machine spirits are angry today. Yeah, they are. Totally not working with me.
The artillery positions are a few jumps ahead. The coalition needs us to seize control of those cannons. We should prepare ourselves and
Seems to be working now.
Hopefully, we can get there before the battle begins.
Which leads me to believe the problem might be the multiplayer lobby system. If that's the case, I'm going to have to figure that out. But let's see. That is not the components I meant to grab. Oh well. Probably can make it work. Let's do that. No, that is not at all what I was aiming at, but okay. There we go. Well, most important components are on the main drive. Well, it's definitely working now. The question is, will it continue to work when I open the lobby?
Jump imminent. Remains.
So I can play single player without an issue.
There is a facility up ahead holding valuable assets, but its security systems are still active. You'll need to perform an override to get inside.
Okay. Alright, well, so far that all seems to be working just fine.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Emptying materia filters.
I'm going to raid this buoy, and then I am going to try to reopen the lobby, and if we crash, then I'll know that it's the lobby issue, and then I'll have to work on that.
Fix, as they say.
Which would mean today we would be going solo.
Bringing it back to the ship.
And
No
if that's the
problem.
case, I apologize,
I'll fetch that
guys.
for you.
See, Shipfed Fury. Ooh, I love that one.
I can carry that to
Collective
the ship.
Wrath. Pizza Brawler.
No problem.
Okay.
I'll fetch that for you.
Alright, cool. Alright, buoy is clear. Let's put the artifacts in, and then we will reattempt the lobby. Well, so far we've got lots of on-foot stuff. That could be useful. We'll plug it in. And then, of course, Pizza Brawler is only good for feeding right now, because there's no pizza machine on the dart. So we'll put that in Shipfed Fury. But he just got the materia, as I was hoping he would. Good deal. Alright.
The entrance is locked down behind multiple...
Actually, what I'm going to do,
security
nobody can join me right now anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to complete this section, and then before I jump, I'll reopen the lobby. Alright, stick over here. There's some shelving over here, and there's sometimes some good stuff, but it doesn't look like there's anything right now. Okay. Worth checking.
Your unauthorized access attempt has been detected. Hostile forces are mobilizing. Expect resistance.
Sarah says, they just told us we were working on an 8-hour on Saturday. Oh. Or Friday, sorry. What's your work schedule usually look like, Sarah? Yeah, I'll have lunch buddy on Friday.
Material progress halted. You need to perform a manual bypass to proceed.
Clearing out the materia filters.
Oh, goodness. Nope, it's an 8-hour.
That one was for you.
Okay,
You know just what a core wants.
nice job, buddy.
Nice shot.
I guess no lunch money for you, huh, Green? Sorry, bud. Alright. Got a missile gunship.
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass.
That's down. Got another one. And for the break. Okay, that's good. Oh,
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
Take that, scum.
Monday through Thursday, 5 a.m. to 3:30. Gotcha. So that's a little bit of a change of pace.
Target acquired.
Oop, got snipers. Okay, which means, yep, that was the one I was suspecting would be it.
Target destroyed.
Nice.
One left to go.
Alright.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
Blown to smithereens.
Okay.
All security nodes are offline.
And it's down, and all the ships are finished. Good deal.
And retrieve the assets.
Chat, who wants McDonald's with green on Friday?
Loading
up fresh ammo.
Roscoe says he's been craving McDonald's. Might be a little bit of a drive for you, but you know.
I'm with you to the bitter end if need be.
But I mean, hey, you get a meal and some good company, right?
I can carry that to the ship. Bringing it back to the ship. Absolutely. No problem at all.
I mean, come on, it's only like, you know,
No problem. I'll fetch that for you.
15-hour drive difference between the two of you, but no big deal. Bring your snow boots, we're getting snack wraps.
Joining the
Yeah, guys, Roscoe doesn't do snow. Alright, let's go here. If there's snow involved, I may have to pass. My blood is too thin. That's what I suspected.
Shield unit. Shield unit installed.
Alright, well, we got grid redirector, and I'm going to put in friendly fire, I think. And this is squad tactics, so we'll feed that to grid redirector. And shove in friendly fire. Story says, I heard Roscoe loves cold weather. Roscoe, you can be his launch date. I give you permission to. You're confusing that with my wife. She belongs up north. Yeah, Roscoe, she does. But I mean, you should accommodate her. You know, take her up north, right? I mean, come on. Just because you grew up where it's tropical. Alright, we're going to try the server browser again. I fully expect a crash here, guys, but we're going to test it. Let's see what we got. Alright. Updating lobby now. Hopefully this works. Alright, let's go ahead and jump.
Preparing to enter jump space. There could be useful valuables around here that will...
Roscoe says she's more than welcome to go up north anytime she wants. LOL. I'll be on the beach waiting for her to return with a cold drink. Starry says, oh my gosh, I want french fries. Okay, well, so far we haven't crashed, guys, and the lobby is open. Maybe I just needed to get in game. Maybe it's being finicky. Get into the mission and then open the lobby. I don't know. We'll see. The crash could still happen any moment here.
The strike force is here.
Entering the combat station.
Materia collected. Empty collectors retrieved.
And there's more where that.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Part of the problem too could be I have a little bit slower internet down here. I'm down in Florida right now, guys. Got family back at my place, but
We win the day.
where I actually live, we have much faster internet than we have down here. The internet's good down here. It's just not.
Collected. Empty collectors to
quite as nice as what we've got up where we are. We got about twice the speed that they got down here.
Attached mines detected. Remove them.
Sarah says, just dress like the kid from Christmas Story. Bundle them up so you can't put your arms down. Russell says, that's me anytime it drops under 60 degrees. Dude, that's you anytime it drops under 70.
Warning. Solar flare imminent. Find shelter immediately.
Rusk says, does your gunship run out of ammo? It does. But I got a friendly little helper robot on board the ship called Buddy, and he reloads it for me when we're playing in solo. When you're in multiplayer, 3 or more, then you have to do it yourself. You can still do it manually yourself if you want, but frankly, it's easier to just let the robot do it, and it doesn't cost you any extra, so, and resources.
Shield unit installed.
Roscoe says, shh, don't reveal how much of a wimp I am. You're not a wimp. For those who don't know, Roscoe is my brother, guys. I've known him a long time, his whole life, and he's anything but a wimp, but he does not like the cold. Hey, Wolf, how's it going, buddy? You doing all right, man? You joined after all the troubleshooting. Gosh. About ready to pull my hair out this morning.
The ship needs ammo.
Loading up fresh ammo.
Oh, that's a vet. Let's deal with these other threats first. Nice shot, buddy.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
I will say it's, did you know in the Midwest actually more than 4 seasons? Really? I've experienced a couple of the Midwest seasons, particularly summer being, frankly, worse than it was in Florida, which I didn't think that was possible. But, yeah. Green says, Wolf, we're having McDonald's lunch party Friday. You in? Yeah. Everybody, we're heading to Green's place for lunch.
Never fret, buddy's right
So, get prepped.
Great job.
I love how on the Mark 1 halberd, it jumps up to these hollow sights.
Enemies incoming.
I don't like the hollow sight on the javelin, on the Mark 3 javelin, but I love it on the halberd.
No more targets.
It's clean, easy to see what all's going on around you. And generally speaking, when I'm using the halberd, I'm not using it at the same range as the javelin. On the javelin, the scope makes the most sense, but for some other weapons, I actually like the hollow. It's kind of nice. Gives you better peripheral view. Works nicely on the halberd, in my opinion. Of course, it's funny, on the javelin, where you want the scopes, it advances to a hollow on the final mark. And then on the halberd, where I actually like the hollow, it advances to a scope on the final mark. So, they did tell us that customization will be coming on the weapons. So, eventually, you'll be able to have, theoretically, whatever scope you want, and that'll be nice. Whatever sights you'd like, you should be able to have, so that'd be good. Looking forward to that.
Got your six.
See, speaking of ship ammo, just found some. Nice. I don't have to worry as much about crafting it. Now, one issue that you do run into is that BuddyBot is still inclined to craft ammo rather than install any you have. He is capable of installing it, and will part of the time. And if you
I can carry that to the
are
ship.
out of materia and you have
No problem at
an
all.
ammo crate on the ship, he will use it, but there is still that issue where even if you have one crafted and sitting on the floor, he'll prioritize crafting it rather than applying what you've already got made. Green says, be right back. Alright, buddy.
Jump beacon detected.
Ooh, we got friends.
Deploy it before it calls for backup.
Alright, well this seems reasonably close. Ooh, not at all close. Actually, over 2 meters away. I think that's down inside the rock. Well, I'm going to miss at least one of these, because there's just no way I get to
Target destroyed.
all those in time, I don't think. Unless it really delays the process. I actually didn't know you could come down here. That's interesting. Well, that's down.
Beacon calling for backup.
Yep. And there it is. Okay, we got snipers.
Not to boast, but did you see that shot?
Very cool. Alright. Well, and Buddy's making short work of them. Oh, we got another vet. Nice. Well, that should give me the final component that'll give me ingots. I'm at the ingot cap right now. I've got 100 ingots stored up, so there's literally
Vet disabled. You may
no
board
benefit to me having more ingots, but Wolf says the only thing good left at McDonald's is the fries and English muffins. I'll be honest, guys, I have not had McDonald's in years. It's been years since I've had any McDonald's. I do not generally eat fast food.
Look out.
If I do eat fast food, it's probably going to be Subway. And not because it's healthy, but just because that's the one I enjoy. I like subs. Plus, is one of the few that, unlike Taco Bell, that does not give me indigestion.
Destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship as soon as possible.
Even with the Corvette exploding, it didn't stutter? What? The frame rate did not stutter with that... Oh. Look, guys, I know that I've had a few issues with everything since I swapped to Linux, but gosh, are there some great benefits. Like right now, I've got my frame... You guys can't see it, but I've got my frame rate cap monitor on my monitor right now. And technically on YouTube, it's only going to come through at 60 frames a second. But what I'm getting on my monitor is 160 frames per second. Stable.
Detected a jump
No stutters.
Something have arrived close
It's just
to your
absolutely
Use
insane.
sensors to scan it. Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Story says, oh man, last Taco Bell I had, I thought I was going to die. Yeah. You know, I can remember a time when Taco Bell was halfway decent. That changed quite a few years back. I think the last time I ate Taco Bell, I was 19. And it did not go so well. And I said, never again. Oh. And there's the crash. Wait. He's thinking about it. Okay. Yeah. Well, that stinks. Especially since that run was going really well. Well, guys, I may have to run this solo and see how that goes. Oops. Idiot. Skippity. Okay. Public subs are delicious. Yes, they are. Sarah says Green loves Taco Bell, sometimes more than her. Well, I'll let you guys have my share. Alright. Dealing with some unfortunate drift, so what we're gonna do is gonna do this number. Gonna do that. Lock that. Try to decrease the demand on things. Oi. Alright. If I can decrease the demand on my resources, maybe that'll help. Yeah, I didn't have this problem last night. I did run a bunch of tests, but such is life. Anyway, for those who didn't hear it, because a couple of you have joined recently, their Keepsake's Twitch says that they are planning a live stream on the 9th. Now, I don't know if that's going to be a dev Q&A or if it's just going to be them playing the game on Twitch. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But, yeah, they got something scheduled for the 9th, so maybe we'll get more information. That'd be great. But we'll see. No telling. I have not heard anything specific. But, yeah, hopefully. Alright, well. While that sets up, we're going to go ahead and dive in. Well, I got some of the rewards. Cool. I did lose some good weapons, unfortunately. But I'll be alright. Let's see what we got. We got a Mark 1 halberd, which I've already got one. We got a wrench crowbar. What's that? Mark 0. Okay.
Anything new to report?
There are some interesting options for our next mission parameters accepted. Mission primed. You can head out whenever you are ready.
Okay. Let's reconnect that. Alright, well, I've lowered... Actually, let's go ahead and make sure that things are lowered on that end also. So we'll go ahead and snag Steam settings. And the current's coming in. When the current's coming in again. And tell you what, let's put on some music. Okay. It goes by now, can't wait for the night.
As long as I got you by the side, I could turn the dark
try and lower all the demands as possible, as much as possible. And we attempt. Fuck. Sarah says, when I found Green, he was surviving on Taco Bell, chicken nuggets, and chicken taquitos. I adopted him and showed him real food. Sounds like he needed it, Sarah. Sounds like you did him a huge world of good. Okay. So what we're going to do, I've lowered all the demands on what I'm doing here. We're going to okay, I got a little drift. That's unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and reopen my lobby here, make it public. And then I'm going to address that. Yep. And 38 should be able to do that. Alright. Sean is telling all of my secrets. Yes, when I met my wife, I was surviving off of Raisin Bran. Again, not because I thought it was healthy, but because I like the taste of it. Maybe that makes me weird. But I do it. I do like it. Hey, Spectre, how's it going, buddy? Morning. That's Southern for morning. Yeah, it is. Morning. How you doing, buddy? And, for those who don't know, I am also from the U.S. South, so that makes sense to me. Let's see. Still have drift? We still have drift. Fun. So, what we're going to do... Good, I hit the like button, so it's real good now. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, we have been having technical difficulties. Every time I open up my lobby in this game, it crashes. I don't think it's the game, though. I think it's my hardware. I think I'm having some trouble there, but trying to get it figured out. So far we have not been able to complete a single mission. We've gotten a good chunk of a way through one. Alright, drift resolved. Wonderful. Alright, let's launch. I do think my lobby is open. I lowered the demands for my hardware. We'll see how it goes. Lower the demands on my networking. Like I said, I am down in Florida visiting family right now. Got family back at my place, so it's not empty or anything, but the internet here is a little bit slower than what I'm accustomed to using, so that could be part of the issue. But then I'm also running a new operating system, so that could also be the issue.
And start making our way over there. Hopefully, we can get there before the battle begins.
Alright. Power grid's back in order. Nice. Need to grab the gnome. I'm going to make sure that the lobby is open. Spectre says, I remember doing a mission with you right in the middle. It just disappeared. We were both staring at our jump space main menu. Yeah, there have been a few crashes. The game does have some crashes. It is what it is. But today, I really don't think the issue is the game, to be honest. I am running, I was running Windows 11 before, and I absolutely despise the experience because on Windows 11, even though my machine was more than capable of putting out maximum frame rates with this game, I could only get 80 frames a second, and it was a stuttery mess. I mean, a stuttery friggin' mess. And I couldn't get any better. I swapped to OS, which is a Linux distro. And while I'm running into some issues, because I don't know OS, unlike I know Windows, I will say suddenly now I'm at a locked 160 FPS and 0 stutters, even where you would normally get stutters. Like, I would typically expect to get stutters when a Corvette blows up. I'm not getting any stutters, guys. None. So, even when the Corvettes blow up, like, I'm not getting any stutters. It's just insane to me. So the game is running a ton better than it was on Windows, but it's coming with some inherent issues that I'm trying to work out. Sean says, I have a sledgehammer in the car. Would that help? A sledgehammer would be wonderful. I am so frustrated right now. Spectre says, I think Windows 11 is a hot mess under the hood. Oh, it is. Well, and my sister-in-law is a computer tech, and she said part of the issue is that most of the coding done for updates for Windows 11 now is completely written by AI. So, I'm not anti-AI or anything, but as somebody who works in technology a little bit, mostly a hobby, unless I'm doing this, I can tell you that AI, while it's fine and all, it is faulty. It's an imperfect program written by imperfect people. It's not gonna, even if you do the best you can, there's no way you can get it quite right. And AI technology is not capable of turning out a good product. So I've got a friend who's a programmer, and what he does is he will use AI to write the base code, because that saves him time, but then he'll go back and completely rewrite it. Because there'll be tons and tons of errors that the AI produces. So he said it speeds up his process, but you cannot count on it because it will not do a good job. So if Microsoft is using AI to write their code, that is where half the issue is at this point.
Material collected. Empty collected.
I think like any other tool, if you use AI like a tool and don't use it to replace the human touch, then whatever, it's fine. But if it's replacing your if it's replacing real life people, then that's just dumb. I personally don't use AI, and I'm not a fan of using AI. Maybe it's partially because I don't understand how to use it, but I just find it makes more work for me. I tried it out briefly just to see what all the fuss was about, and I personally hated it. Plus, generally speaking, when something is AI, it is very obvious that it's AI. So
Loading up fresh ammo.
They're gone. Thank you for your help. I wouldn't have made it without you.
oh, Corvette's doing the not dying thing. That's a little glitch. And the current's coming in. Alright, well, the Corvette is still not dead, so what we're going to have to do... We got enough materia. He won't be able to kill me, but he'll be able to keep the ship alive. I'm going to have to go manually disable it, I guess.
Right behind you.
Corvette disabled.
Oh, there he goes, finally. I'm on the wrong side, honestly.
Enemies incoming.
So for those that don't know, I highly recommend that you come onto the Corvette on the right side, because
Nice shot.
even though technically the layout's the same, you can get behind these little things here a lot easier on the right side than you can on the left side. On the left side, the wall juts out a little bit further, and I'll show you. Whereas I was able to get completely behind those,
You can leave some for me too, you know.
on this side, look, I'm completely exposed. Can't get fully behind them. And so, if you are boarding the Corvette, while it does make sense to do like a pincer movement, have one person coming from each side, it is substantially harder on the left side. Wolf says, yep, I use AI for powerful scripts almost every day. Gives you a good base to start with. Always has lots of errors that require a human fit to fix. Yep, absolutely. That's... I personally don't believe in evil technology. I believe in the misuse of technology. And frankly, what we're calling AI at this point is not even what most people think AI is. It's very different. People are thinking iRobot when they should be thinking toaster. We've been using AI technology. The technology has existed for several decades. It's just been slowly refined. I mean, that's why do we call CPUs AI driven CPUs, you know? It's been that way for a long time. It's just an algorithm, same as anything else. The technology is not new. It's just a little more powerful than it used to be.
Clearing out the materia filters.
People say they don't want AI in the games. They don't realize AI's been in your video games since the 90s. True, not as it is now, but this is just kind of the natural progression of what we already had.
I'll fetch that for
That
you.
having been said, I'm not trying to poo-poo on anybody's beliefs or feelings,
No problem at all.
but I don't personally use AI because it doesn't really help me with what I'm doing. But I respect other people who do use it and make good use of it. Like I said, it makes sense for coders. Unless you're Microsoft. Oh, for sure. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. The timing on that, Shadow. Dude. Shadow joins the Discord chat and says, unless you're Microsoft. Just as I... That was perfect.
I'm with you to the bitter end if need be.
Wolf says, AI is mostly dedicated software made for specific purposes. Yeah.
I can add that to the ship. Absolutely. No problem. I'll fetch
And
that for you.
since you work with it, Wolf, you can probably correct me on anything I've said. How you doing today, Shadow? Gotcha. Well, you are free. Alright, you are free to join. I'm getting ready to jump. I've been having some technical issues with the game crashing, so I can't promise that won't happen, but I've made some adjustments, so on I think part of the problem is bandwidth. I was running some very demanding stuff, And I'm currently in Florida visiting family and have slower internet than I'm accustomed to, so I think that was part of the issue. But alright, well, I'm ready to jump now. Are you queued up, buddy? Okay. Let's rock and roll. And we'll have an instant crash. But I'm gonna be honest, Story. Shauna, I don't understand that comment. She says I find it better than the Keurig customer service. LOL. Keurig customer service. Oh, the better than the Keurig customer service. Okay. Well, I haven't had to deal with them, but I do know that was a frustration for you. Well, you're in. I see you on the ship. I need to adjust the power grid. I had to unplug a few things. Alright, we got Shadow and Regin BBN. Welcome in, guys. Probably said that name wrong, and I apologize. Shadow, you can do whatever you want, buddy. Oh. We've got rapid pulse cannons. We got tons of material remnants. I'm going to call in a resupply.
Check this out.
And there's a Corvette. No. That was a resupply. I just called it a resupply. I'm going to get us close. Yeah, a different sound cue for the resupply and the vet dropping in would be pretty nice, actually. What you got? Mm-hmm.
A large fighter wing have detected them.
Interesting. Yeah, that is a bug. Alright, shut up. Okay, I got the gunner. Whoops. Yep, dual rapid pulse. So you should have a good amount of power. The rapid pulses are slightly bugged, where they will occasionally not hit at where you're aiming with the reticle. At least that's an issue I've been running into occasionally with them and the bolt accelerators, but it's intermittent. It doesn't happen all the time. I don't see a sniper right off, but I'll hit the scanners and see. Well, the Lance railgun recharges anyway. Let's see. No, I see a Corvette that's probably got a railgun, but everything else is just gunships and stuff.
Empty collectors to retrieve.
Gotcha. Well, I see the Corvette. Let's deal with everything else. Okay, I got a gunship here. Okay. Alright. Our allies on board. I'm about to have a shot again. Nice shot. Okay. As soon as I get this railgun shut off. I've got another shot. Can you rotate me towards the ships? Alright, here, I got one. Nice. Got it. Okay. We got material leak. I'll deal with that. Okay, cool. And our allies got the fires. I'll grab the gun.
Drone over here.
Okay. Marking the vet.
Material collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Green says we can definitely... I do, actually. That's a good idea. I'll deal with that. Adios, Corvette.
Corvette disabled.
It is hilarious that it only takes 2 rockets to defeat the Corvette. Even on 4-player challenge rating 5, 2 rockets is all it takes. I know, it's like the damage on the rocket launcher is just insane. But that's why you only get 3 shots and no refills. You would think, though, that the railgun would do more damage since it takes more skill to use. But it doesn't. I don't know. That's weird. I find the railgun more fun. Most of the time. I can barely swim. Alright, drop. I'm grabbing the component now and then I'll be heading your direction. Looks like you're close. Or nope, not close at all. Never mind.
Leave the ship as soon as possible.
Oh, you're very close. I don't know, I was misreading the gauge. Never mind. Destination's already set for the jump. I think the power grid's all good, right? Yeah, power grid's all good. Still gotta do the ground segments. I'm gonna heal up. We got materia. I'm gonna grab... Okay. We'll need a new shield. Got it. No problem. I'm gonna grab us an ammo crate. Let's go ahead and...
Material collected. Empty collectors
Okay.
to retrieve it.
Okay. Oh, there's a buoy. 10-4. I'm gonna throw down all this.
Material collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Okay. More materia. Is there any more materia? Okay. I'll wait for you to grab it, and then I'll grab the materia.
Material collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Okay. That's the last of materia. Alright. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Well, there's usually not much in here, but we'll see. Got some scrap. More scrap. A railgun. This ammo crate. So we can deploy one on the ship. And then there's a wrench. So yeah. Yeah, more than I was expecting. We'll take it. I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh, we got jump beacons.
Destroy it before it calls
That-
it back up.
Okay, I'm at the pilot seat. On the move. Ooh, nice shot with the railgun. And we'll be in range for this one in a minute. Okay, good deal. Alright, and we got everything out of the buoy, I'm assuming. Cool. Well, guys, I might have resolved the issue. I had to lower the demands. So I'll just tell you guys my setup. It's a little janky right now. I've got,
Caution. It seems that this facility has initiated a lockdown program.
I've got CashOS on my desktop,
Resistance as you proceed.
which is running beautifully. Puts Windows to shame, honestly. And then I've got, and that's new. I had to do some troubleshooting. That's why we didn't stream Monday. I did try to stream Monday, but there were bugs I had to work out. Anyway, like today, but much worse. So I've got CashOS on my desktop, and then CashOS does not work with my controller. I'm a controller player. I mean, it works. It just doesn't give me the features I need to play this game effectively. So what I'm doing is I'm running my controller on my Steam Deck and then streaming it to my desktop, which is allowing me... That's extremely jank. Now, the drivers for the controller are coming to Cache, or to Linux in general, soon for this particular controller, and there's other controllers I can get that will completely resolve the issue, which I'll probably do. Especially when Valve launches its Steam controller, I'll definitely be getting one of those, because there's no doubt in my mind that that'll work fine with Linux. I'm currently using the 8-bit Doe
Override is completed.
Ultimate 2 wireless, which is a great controller, but it's more geared towards Windows, unfortunately. So Windows, and it does work on SteamOS. So I actually considered putting SteamOS on my desktop. Oh, the spider is up top. I see the radiation.
System malfunction
Yeah, go for it.
A manual bypass is required.
Ooh, I'm about to drop. I gotta get clear. I'll go for the break. Wait, he's already got it. Cool. Nice. So yeah, my setup's a little janky right now, but yeah, I'm down. 7 HP against the laser drone. Not fun. I appreciate it, buddy. Careful, there's a heavy right by me.
Progress halted. You need to
But you got a shotgun, so, I mean, that's a non-issue. Watch that spider. Damage off it. Okay, I'll go for the break. It's up top. Okay. Is it a one person? Yeah. Oh. We gotta have flyer heavy. Yep, I see it.
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass.
What are you using? Shotgun, damage amplifier, killing that flying heavy in 2 shots from across the map. Love it. Oh, I don't know. That's hilarious. I love that.
System malfunction identified.
Wolf says, I can't play with controllers unless it's Need for Speed. Gotta have my mouse and keyboard. Hey, I respect it. But I mean, I've been playing with controllers since the NES, and it's just kind of my default, you know? I could learn mouse and keyboard, but it feels so foreign to me if I'm not using it for work. Oh, I hear a grappler.
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass is required.
Okay, you got him. Oh. Nice job. Oh, you got friends. I personally like controller with motion controls, or gyro, depending on what you want to call them. Picked that up when I was playing a lot of Splatoon on Nintendo. I rather like the gyro controls. They're just as precise as a mouse, but I find a controller much more comfortable to use. Plus, for me, I guess you get used to it, but I find the buttons easier to reach than the keyboard commands.
Proceed to the jammer.
That could just be me, though. I am definitely the target, so I'm gonna fall back because okay, nice shot, man. The host targeting is sometimes a pain in the butt. What I mean, at least it keeps the fire off of you guys, so.
Jump drive jammer safe. Now proceed to the next level.
Alf says Taco Bell for the win. Well, we got lots of credit cases. Let me send those back. And then Spectre says, sorry, was AWOL for about 20 minutes. I hope I didn't miss any exciting stuff. Just me running my mouth, honestly. And, I mean, you missed Shadow here being epic as always.
Grab ammo.
Oh.
Grabbing ammo.
Need some help there, bro? Yeah, no kidding. I mean, literally, like, they were ignoring Shadow, who is right next to them, and shooting me instead, who was like a mile away. So the host targeting is real, guys. Component stabilizer. Okay, you got all that taken care of. I leave that to you. Right, because grid redirector is broken. Once we get grid redirector maxed out. Yep. Once we get grid redirect, go ahead and sit in a seat so I can jump. Yep. First time on Dart. Where do you put the shields? Oh, up top. Up here. Do this airlock. Okay, cool deal. I love the Dart. It's easy to manage. It takes a very different playstyle, but it is a lot of fun. Okay, destination set. Let's go ahead and jump to the next area. And we're gonna get ambushed. Okay, and we got another Corvette. The nice thing about the Dart is that your gunner can also be your engineer, and it's okay. Because everything's so close, and he's only got one gun, but because the pilot's got two guns anyway, he's doing enough damage that any damage output lost from the gunner, while unfortunate, is not the end of the world. So, you can still play quite effectively, even if the only one doing ship-to-ship damage is your pilot. It opens up more roles. So, like, your gunner can be your gunner/engineer, and then everybody else can do whatever they want. Go fly around and take ships and jetpacking and all kinds of things. It's a great deal. I love that. The catamaran is more versatile because it's got a pizza maker and things like that. That's your job. But you really don't want the gunner leaving his station on the catamaran, because that is where most of your ship-to-ship combat potential comes from. So, all right, thank you. Need my shields. Okay, cool deal. Alright, Corvette's clear.
Self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship as soon as shield unit installed.
Wolf says I was good with controllers until they included the left joystick. My left thumb is retarded. All it is good for smashing the spacebar. Dude, I remember playing twin-stick shooters back in the Xbox 360 days. You know, it was funny. I scoffed at motion controls when they first got introduced. I'm like, what's the point of that? Like, we got twin sticks already, right? No. Twin sticks are not nearly as accurate as motion controls. So, I can't even play twin-stick shooter anymore. That just drives me insane. Alright. Go ahead and get us to the next region. I'm going to mute my mic and go off camera for just a second. I'll be right back.
Jump imminent. Remain seated. There is a facility up ahead holding valuable assets, but its security systems are still active. You'll need to perform an override to get inside.
Well, that is a very interesting view it's giving me. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. What we got? A lot? Okay. Well, I see a lot of elite fighters, gunships, missile gunships, lots of heavy elite fighters and elite gunships. Let's swing to the... Well, the missile gunships will go down quickly, so I said I'm on board with doing that first. Kevin Wong, welcome in. I'm gonna top off my health. Actually, I think there was a health stand here. There is. Alright, looks like we got somebody on guns. Good deal. Tell you what. If you...
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
I'm out in space. I don't know why that didn't activate the self-destruct, but that should die very quickly. Okay, you got that.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to
Are there any more ships? Alright, is there any way you can ping them? Because I don't see them. Oh wait, I see them. Never mind, I'm heading for them. There's been this weird glitch I've noticed lately, like, the enemy ships are supposed to automatically self-destruct once you've destroyed all of their, hard points, but I've actually been destroying all their hard points, and then nothing's happening. And I'm like, what?
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Yeah, I know it's a bug, but oh well. It is what it is, right? Alright, 2 more jumps and we'll be able to call in supply beacon. How many jumps we got left? Exactly 2, so theoretically... Okay, I got the material leak. Material leak being fixed now.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Alright, checking chat.
Materia
Hauk was hijacked by aliens. They returned him because he wouldn't quit talking. I love that. You know what's funny is when I am gaming, I'm very talkative. When I'm talking about something that excites me, ooh, he's closer. But there's also materia down here. When I am talking about something that I'm excited about, I'm very talkative, and I'm a more fast-paced talk. Ooh, there's a weapon stash.
Materia collected.
But outside of that, I'm generally a very quiet person.
The entrance is locked down behind multiple security protocols. Find and disable
Yep.
Look here.
control nodes to gain access.
Yeah, there's tons of materia, so we'll grab it all, then we'll head for the buoy. Roscoe says Macy talks a lot too, and really fast. It hit the Yankee in her. We got materia cloud here. Spectre says, cool, now we can talk about Hauk behind his back, because I was gone. Well, I'm back, buddy, and I see what you said. And then he says, wait, we've been saying things about him here, with him here anyway. Never mind. Fair. Well, it looks like Kevin Wong got all the stuff from the buoy. Okay, let's go ahead and hit the objective. Yep, just the objective. And I've got our next jump set, so we're good there. Make it rain. You did get most of it. There's not much here. I will say, with the setup I got with the controller right now, we were talking about controller. The unfortunate thing about this setup is that there is a small amount of input lag, which is a pain in the butt. So I am going to figure out something different. But it seems turning on the... I turned down the demand on the streaming system by turning down the things, which did not add any more latency to my controls, fortunately, but it did did make it to where the game is no longer crashing. So I do think it was a... there's a mine layer. I'll go for the vet. You guys take out the mine layer. Okay, I'm after the vet. You got mines coming. Nice. Shadow was able to shoot down the mines before they got there. Alright, I'm on the Corvette. Oh, laser drone. I think the two things that I love about higher mark halberds is not really the damage per se. The higher mark halberds do extra damage, but it's more the magazine and the recoil control that I care more about on the halberd. At Mark III, you have a lot less recoil and a much higher magazine, which really comes in handy.
Corvette disabled. You may board it and look for that self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship. Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed.
Okay, the vet's down. Sarah says, I'm one of those weirdo extroverts. Hey. I mean, if everybody was an introvert, the world would have a problem. Like, nobody would have friends. And then Roscoe says, Mace could literally have a full conversation with a wall. Oh, gosh. That's incredible. Okay, I'm heading for the break. Shoot the left side. I'm going to go in from the right. Oh, fair. Yeah, don't shoot long.
A hand?
Well, I'm glad we finally figured out what the issue is, and now it seems to be working. Hopefully we don't get any more crashes. And if we do, it's Shadow's fault. Oh, we got ships. Wait. Got him. Got him.
System malfunction identified.
One less.
Bypass is required.
Oh, we got a break over here.
Over here.
I'll hit it with the railgun. Just get me a clear line of sight. Okay, I got no shot. Let go. Okay. There's a couple of heavy fighters behind us. Wong is off the ship. I'm not sure if he's trying to... Okay, I'll deal with the radiator. 10-4. Repairing the radiator now. I will... On the point of talking to a wall, I will say I talk to myself a lot. They say it's a sign of intelligence, but honestly I think it's just a sign of being crazy. Okay, I got you. No problem. Alright, pilot cannon is repaired now. I'm off the ship. Swinging right. Yep, does need two people. Ooh, shield the raptors. Hello, friends. Ah. Oh. Yeah, I ran out of ammo at that time. Okay, I'm down.
Need some assistance.
Alright. Brake is fixed. Coming back to the ship. On board now. Alright, we're all attached. Shadow, I think you're rotating the ship just to make me dizzy.
All security nodes are offline. The lockdown is... Return to the entrance and retrieve the assets.
Taking ammo.
Okay, I'm on that. I need to do a video that talks about engineering and specifically covers what to prioritize in engineering. You know? I'm not saying this crew, but I've seen on times where people aren't sure what they should tackle first. You know what I mean? Alright, cool deal.
Check it.
Because there are definitely higher priorities among the hierarchy of what you should be repairing. Alright, shield unit crafted. We've got a good amount of materia. Let's check ammo.
Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed.
What's your ammo looking like? It's full. Okay, yeah, we're good on that.
Grabbing ammo.
Alright, sounds good.
Assistance, please.
I actually should send this back, so I got room in my inventory. Let's do that. Okay, artifacts. Friendly fire, that's nice. Desperate barrage, could be handy. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in what I think is relevant. Let's see, what do we got? We've got shield reflector, ship-fed fury, and grid redirector. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in friendly fire, and then I'm probably going to feed as much to grid redirector as possible. Max out grid redirector, and then we'll focus on ship-fed fury for the rest of it. Because we'll probably get at least... Oh. Yep, that replace the reactor. That's fine. I don't think there was anything else down here, was there? Nah, looks like it's clear. You guys got it? Cool deal.
Grab ammo. Taking ammo.
Well, we've got 4 components, so we'll get 4 ingots from components at least. Probably we'll get another one before we're done, though. Let's see, we got forceful recycling, which is good, but we already have friendly fire. I'm thinking I'm going to feed this to ship-fed fury and increase our overall damage output. Oh, oh, that was the one you just yanked from it. Got it, so that's not going to give us an ingot. Okay. I'll hang on. And I will... And then, yeah. Okay. That works pretty good, right? I like that. Could probably swap this around so it's mostly on protected. And then do that. Can't see it through you, Shadow. Alright, let's do this, guys. Yep. That'll be a lot more oomph to grid redirector. Sarah says, so I think I'm going to re-download Steam Labs OBS tonight. It's been quite a bit. I'm not set up to stream again, but I really want to be. Yeah, you absolutely should. And I will definitely give you a shout out and check out your streams.
There could be useful valuables around here that will assist us on our journey. Let's find them.
Now, you were streaming on Twitch before, right? see what we got. Which I need to start streaming on Twitch as well as YouTube. Trying to figure out how to get them running at the same time. Okay, I've got heavy gunships and elite fighters over here. Heavy gunships, elite missile gunships, elite gunships and stuff over here. And then there's a Corvette way off in the distance, which we can worry about last. So let's deal with this group that I pinged first, and then we'll go for the rest. Alright, I'm on guns. Nice. Okay, well, you got him. Oh, missed that shot. There's a elite gunship here. Okay, you got him. Where's the fighter? Wait, there it is. I see it. You got him. Nice. Alright, and we got more ships down here. I think that's our next batch. It looks like, yeah, we got mines over there, so if you could steer clear of those for the moment, that'd be good. If not, I understand. Alright, land them over. Oh, that's true. Keep the rock between us and them, and they're a non-issue. I can barely swim. Alright, cool deal. We got... should be the last one. Wait, nope. There he is. I knew there was one more. Whoops. I missed that shot. Sorry. Alright, alright. Yep, and we got the ships. Okay, sounds good. Remove all threats, and then deal with the goods. Okay, so the mines detected us, and then flew into the rock and destroyed themselves without bothering us. Wonderful. Oops. Opening fire. You'll have him before I've got another shot, so I'm going to focus on these guys. Currents coming in. Radiator's failing. Okay, I got that. Okay, they got all the fire extinguishers, so that's their job. Wait, we got a ship
Help
here.
me out.
Okay, what's that? That's radiator. Got it. Okay. That's the thing too, because you only get one weapon with the gunner. If you fired off your shot and it's reloading, you can just jump out of the gunner seat without recourse. You can just jump out, take care of repairs, help out around the ship, and by the time you get back to the gunner seat, you'll be reloaded and ready to fire again. Like you're not even sacrificing any uptime by doing that. All right, I'm away. What? Yeah. That was confusing. Oh well. I can barely swim. Kevin Wong, you're right here. Let's get your health topped off. We'll go. Alright. Oh, I know. I always forget that we have friendly fire. Solar flare. Alright, he's back on board. Get to cover. Where are the fire extinguishers? Oh, a little bit of stutter when the Corvette blew up there, but... Where's it? Oh, it's up in the cockpit. Trying to cook Shadow. Got it. Cooked dragon. Never had that before. I wonder if it's anything like Gator Tail.
Grabbing ammo.
Alright.
Over here.
Yeah, that'll be easy. Hey, Shadow, can you hop out and shoot me a few times, please? Right beside you. Muchos gracias. Shotgun to the face.
Taking ammo.
Oh, wow. These, flyers are going down to a single melee strike now we have, Ship-Fed Fury powered up. Okay, Mark 1 Javelin. Lovely. Got a crowbar. My inventory's full, but we got a couple of crowbars and such here. Shotgun shell away keeps the doctor away. I tell you, yeah, sorry. Brain did a lapse. I heard you, and it went right in my head. And my mouth didn't keep up with my brain. Yeah, brain's moving faster than the mouth. That's I have the same issue when I'm typing. Like I know what I'm trying to say, right? When I'm trying to type. Oh, Mark 2 Javelin. That's fun. Mark 3 Halberd here. And a Mark 3 Iron Belt. We got some rocket launchers. Oh yeah, we got some good stuff here. I'm gonna go ahead and run Javelin for a bit, because that seems fun. I got the rocket launchers. Looks like everybody else has grabbed everything else. I sent some weapons back to the ship. So you guys help yourselves to whatever. I'm gonna actually put these rocket launchers on the bottom of the ship, because that's the easiest place to use them from. Okay. Jump is set. Let's go ahead and get over to the cache. And Green says, yeah, she was Twitch. Okay. So, Sarah's going to be streaming soon, guys, and if you're on Twitch, you should go check her out. You got Legion Blueprints. That's actually pretty good for the cannon you're running. There's another artifact here. What is it? It is Squad Tactics. Mark 1 Maw, and we got a railgun here. Okay.
I've detected a new jump drive jammer signal.
Okay, well that'll be a Corvette.
Before we can make a jump.
Nope. Looks like that's clear. Okay. Yeah, let's just hang on to friendly fire and forego Squad Tactics this trip. I would just say let's try and max out Ship-Fed Fury.
Artifact.
I might plug in Legion Blueprints, because I could see that being useful to you. Of course, you already have Grid Redirector. What's the final jump is what? Is artillery? So we're going to need a mix of ship combat and on-foot combat. I'm just going to power up Ship-Fed Fury, so on-foot will be more powerful. Lead Heavy Fighter is the jammer ship. Okay.
Drones!
Okay, well, I'll fly away and deal with the vet.
It's close to your position. Use your sensors
Okay,
to scan it.
we got 2 vets. Alright, well I'm gonna fly over and deal with this vet. Enemy ships will be your job. Wolf says, What will she be streaming? What will the name for the search? You know, I'm not sure. You'll have to ask Sarah. What's the name for the search? I am not entirely sure yet, but when I know, I will let everybody know. Ooh, getting hit by a spider. Yeah, I'm down. I got swarmed by 2 lasers, 2 flying heavies, and a bunch of fire spiders. Okay, well, most of it's cleared out, but there's still, I think, a laser drone and 1 flying heavy. So be careful. I tried jumping on... Yeah, there's no way you guys get to me in time. Oh, and we've...
Prepare for evacuation.
Alright, I'm doing... Okay, he's working on it. I got time. I'm going back for my weapon. I'll be right back. I don't have time to grab the component, though, so I'm gonna just forgo that. I'm on board. Let's go ahead and jump. Yep, should be. Start the jump. Yep, I think artifacts are good. Alright, I'm in a seat. Alright. Now, I do think, last time I talked to Sarah and she was talking about streaming again, she was talking about doing, some of the horror games and stuff like that, so it's not stuff that I'm personally familiar with, but if that suits your fancy. It's a little bit different than Jump Space, obviously, but...
Consider exchanging some of our materia for something we have useful later in the mission.
Let's see, we got, just the trader, that's it, so... I think what would have prevented me going down on the Corvette was if I had swapped to the other grapple point, because then that would put some distance between me and the baddies. Which is what I'll do next time. They got right up on top of me. I'm going to see if there's any decent artifacts here. I'm not sure we want to spend the materia, but...
It's been days since I saw anyone.
Taking ammo.
I was about to name
Force
the
fields,
rocks and start
reassembler, shield recycler, and another ship-fed fury.
bargaining. Safe finally.
I don't really think there's any point. Let's just leave things as they are. Yeah, let's hang on to the materia and forego purchasing another artifact. Do we have...
Grab ammo.
Okay. And we're gonna need ammo in the run. Because this is artillery next, so... Okay, deploying an ammo
Over
crate.
here.
What's our ammo situation like for the ship? Good, and we have a crate.
Grabbing ammo.
Okay. Shield packs. Oh, thanks for the help, man. Let's see. One that I'm aware of. Yeah, we got one up here. It's got 1 use left, though. So let's go ahead and craft another. I'm going to put it on the exterior by the shields. I can barely swim. Okay, it's in place. Let's go ahead and jump. And I'll go ahead and craft this some core repairs, I think, if we don't have any made. But I'll take a look once we get there. Green says... Green says, I think she's back at work now, so I'll be her spokesperson. Both questions to be determined, Wolf. Okay, so not sure what her channel name will be yet, and not sure what she'll be streaming yet, but when we find out, I'll let you guys know.
We can't waste any time.
Alright, let's see. We got
here.
the materia here, and then it's a good distance away, so I'll tell you what. grab the first cloud, and then I'll jump to the cannon, start working on that. I'm gonna grab that. Alright. I'm heading to the cannon. Go ahead and deal with the other materia.
Is a huge threat to our... You need to take control of its targeting system so we can use it against the Legion ships instead. Let them taste their own medicine. Materia collected. Empty collectors to be treated.
Slip it in the back door. I will say, the javelin is my favorite weapon, but if you're dealing with a shielded opponent, the halberd
Parking procedure complete.
can be a little bit preferable, at least when you're up close. Because even with crits, it takes 3 shots from the javelin to drop a shielded opponent up close, or a shielded walker. And
Disruptor destroyed.
if you're getting shot the entire time, that's a problem.
The Legion is approaching one of the cannons. They
The
will
javelin
use
hits
it to
hard, it doesn't
fire
shoot fast.
Cannon engaged. A part of the enemy fleet is coming towards us. Get back on the ship and fight them off.
Alright, I'm on board the ship.
Initiating takeoff.
We have a large core repair, so I'm not going to bother with repairs. Come on, guns.
Grabbing ammo.
Got a mine layer. I missed the shot, too. Okay. Yep. Alright, let's get the layer.
Collected.
Nice.
Collectors to retrieve.
Cool.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
Okay, that fire is severely weakened. Looks like they got the radiator. Good deal. I'm going to go ahead and top off our shields. Okay.
Shield unit installed.
Shields. Okay, longs on the guns. Okay, he's toast. Pink. There's the vet. I see the vet.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
He's gonna swing around. Okay. Alright, I'm on the vet.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it. Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Oop, got a laser. Sometimes the hitbox on the Corvette is just a little bit janky.
Destroy the enemy ships and take control of the cannons. It's a matter of time before we're under attack again. Self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship as soon as possible.
Alright, I'm just gonna head for C, you guys head for B. I'll have to play it safe. I'm at 72 HP, and I haven't been dropped several times this stream. I'd rather not be dropped again. Sorry about the dog, guys. I'm gonna just mute my mic for a moment.
Disruptor destroyed. Reset the mechanism. Now engage the cannon. Disruptor destroyed. Reset the mechanism. Legion troops are bound for the cannon. Their disruptors will recalibrate it to fire it off the beat.
Alright, Mike is back. Sorry about that, guys.
The cannon has been re-engaged.
Okay. Ship-Fed Fury. I love that artifact. It's not as powerful as Pineapple Power when it's set up, but it's a lot easier to set up.
It's all the firepower we need, but they won't let us stay here without a fight.
Alright.
A huge force
Alright.
is heading towards us.
Taking ammo.
Defend the cannons at all cost.
Alright. Yep.
Extraction ASAP.
Whoop.
Grabbing ammo.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a grappled intake. I don't know.
Shield unit.
I might have pressed it at the wrong time. Alright. I'm on board. Thank you. Okay.
Grabbing ammo.
Alright. Everybody needs to be healed, so let's do that.
Good job.
Alright.
The first enemy battleship is down. Keep firing those
The
cannons.
first enemy battleship is down. Nice shot. Says it's out of range, but it wasn't. I don't know. Weird. Okay, we don't have to deal with that. We got more enemy ships coming in. Got a missile launcher.
The Legion is approaching one of the cannons.
Alright, good job.
Take control and fire it.
Okay. I'm in the eject tube. Just do a hot drop. Okay. And launching now. I'm away. I hear laser drones. Lots of laser drones. Woo! And my shields go down instantly.
Legion has gained control of the cannon. We need to destroy the
Alright,
disruptor
well,
and put it
okay.
back on them.
I see the disruptor. He's down.
Reset the mechanism. Good job.
Sorry about the dogs.
Cannon is still fire.
Can we deal with that, please? Alright. Scan is reclaimed.
The cannon has been re-engaged.
I'm on board. Okay.
Pilot cannon critical. Stabilize it now. Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed.
Drone.
I think I might have crashed, guys. Sarah says, I am. Thanks, Dill. So I'm not sure yet what I want to stream. I used to do a lot of Roblox, but it's not really what I like. I'm thinking co-op horror and survival games. Wolf says, sounds like a shepherd and Arc Warrior. How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. All right. Well, that stinks. Fortunately, we crashed. We're back up and running there. That was a terrible place to crash. Oh well. I can barely swim. Am I playing this weekend? For sure. I'll definitely be playing this weekend, but I think I'm going to make some adjustments to my setup because we are dealing with a lot of crashes today, and that is not okay. So I'm going to have to make a few adjustments to make sure that doesn't happen again. Nice, you got some rewards at least. Yep. Captain Hauk. I don't think I've ever been called that before. Yeah, mission interruption. You were disconnected from your previous mission in the game. Hauk is live streaming, led by Captain Hauk. This may have been due to a disconnect, crash, or an early exit. Your progress up to that point has been safely recovered, and you'll receive the following partial rewards. Okay. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? I mean, and honestly, the credit reward payout is not too bad. All right. Spectre says he has been called a lot of things too, I'll tell you. Whatever do you refer to, Spectre?
What? Oh,
Telmarian Stabilizer, Shield Recycler, and Anti-Ship Arsenal. Neat. See, we got Mark II Iron Belt at the vendor, a Mark II side clip. Yeah, those are the most interesting things. Let's pick one a little bit shorter than that one.
I've marked some opportunities that may be worth exploring.
Let's do 40-minute. How about this?
Parameters accepted.
That work for you?
Primed. We can head out
Okay. What cannons would you like? Right now we got the
See you.
dart, but we can swap to the cat. I don't care. Okay. Spectre looks innocently around.
Good choice.
Okay. Fragment cannons. Let's do just a standard scanner. We'll give you the drift phase. We'll give you whichever engine you want. Keep the drift phase. Nitro pulse.
Absolutely. I'll install that for you.
And I'm gonna run. I want to be as hands-off on the gunner station as possible. You're gonna have fragment cannons, so what I'm thinking is I'm just gonna run targeting
I'll
module,
install that for you.
and then I'll be able to do engineering and all that jazz. Let's run. Yeah, let's do material scatter reactor, and then dual biofission generator, and then hope for good radioreactor.
Anything new to report?
Okay, sounds fun. Okay. Buying out the vendors again. Yes, we have done that where we've bought everything from the vendors. All the artifacts, all the materia and ammo, and the whole 9 yards. We were not hurting for resources that mission. Okay. Well, I just crashed. All right. Well, obviously, I've got some work to do. I think I'm going to call it there, guys. I am so sorry. At any rate, I appreciate everybody joining today. I will do my best to have this sorted out, and I'll run a bunch of trial runs before Saturday. So hopefully I'll see you all there. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Hope you're having a good one. I'll catch you in the next one. Later.